Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Rift Dream Dimensions with a special video today. I'm here with Kiwi, the owner of Rift Dream Dimensions, and we're on Grey Buyer in Kiwi Dreams Dimension, the Depot, pre 2.0, pre 2.3. So in today's video we're doing a special interview with Kiwi herself. Hey Kiwi.
Hi there. How's it going?
It's going fine. Does it feel a bit weird being interviewed yourself for once?
The weirdest. It's making me laugh already. So I don't know how this is gonna go.
Alright then, let's kick it off then with so Kiwi. So what is Drift Dream Dimensions, the whole of it? So what is the dimensions, the articles, the videos, everything? What is it all about? What do you do at Drift Dream Dimensions?
Rift Dream Dimensions is about the inspiration behind the dimensions that people build. More to the point, Dimensions is a feature that came in with Storm Legion in November 2012, and we have a lot of great sites out there and a lot of people featuring the database, the dimensions themselves, and all of that great knowledge that Tryon let us give to the community. But Rift Dream Dimensions is more about the builders and how they come up with their ideas and what inspires them.
That's very awesome. So on the Rift Dream Dimensions, it's not only you that also do the webs or help out on the website. There are other awesome, amazing people behind the scenes, and other people that actually do articles and stuff like that. So let's start off with Amity. What does she do, and what is all about what she does?
Well, Rift Dream Dimensions is all about community, just like this dimension that we're in. And like when this began, I put this together in March. We had a lot of donations from people. So that started me thinking about all the different aspects of dimensions, morphing being one of the main ones. And Amity is our morphing dynamo on Rift Dream Dimensions. And morphing is basically when you take an item or a couple of items or as many as you like and create something else out of it. Like this simple one here has 4 items in it. 2 backless mahogany and 2 bags. Wow, their names skipped me all of a sudden, and they've been in burlap bags. So morphing is when you transform an item into another item. So Amity does that for us, and she does it so well. I've been fortunate enough to know Amity throughout all of these months, and it wasn't that I was looking for somebody to learn morphing. It's more about people that already specialize in these things. So I like to bring people onto the site that are already specializing at something amazingly like Amity does.
Yeah, that is pretty awesome. I especially like quite a lot of the stuff that she can create as well. It's pretty amazing. So there's also other people in Rift Dream Dimensions, and they are Ruby and Hectaria. And who are they, and what do they do?
Unfortunately for us, Ruby and Hecateria no longer play the game. Ruby joined Rift Dream Dimensions in April last year, and she's been bringing out toolbox tutorials. She's an add-on lover, always has been. I've known her for a long time. I knew her way before Dimensions. She loved add-ons then, and when we met again doing Dimensions, it was only natural for me to turn around and say, hey, how about you come in, would you like to come along and show people all about Toolbox? Toolbox is a add-on that's in Rift that helps people save sets, transport them or export them, import them, and it helps them make extraordinary things using mathematics. So she's done a 10-part series, which I've just cleaned up in the last week or so since 2.5 into a nice 10-step tutorial. Hecateria also helped her with that, and Hecateria is an extraordinaire at transforming large spaces. She copies a lot of temples and replicas out there, and all of their stuff is on Lathis. They're both on Lathis Shard. I believe rubies are no longer active, but Hecaterias still are. So you could jump onto Lathis Shard, look up Hecateria, and see her stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, and definitely especially one for the OCD who like everything to be mathematically right, which I'm one sucker for that. So, is there anyone else in Rift Dream Dimensions that actually on the site will actually help you as a person behind the scenes or anything like that?
There is. You're one of those people, and so is Leilena. Uh, Throughout the months, I've tried my best to get on as many shards as possible on both NA and EU. I can only like offer the opportunity and open a door, but I can't make people walk through it. So what I try to do is communicate with a lot of different people and then try and create bridges so people will know where to come to. And when I have two, I consider you both friends, two great friends that can like help me source that, and not only that, support me in a lot of the projects that I do, give me your great ideas, tell me what you think. Some things suck so we don't do it, some things are great. I'm an ideas person naturally, but sometimes I have too many at once, so it's nice to have great support. So that's what I have Leilena for, and yourself, and it's been great that you have the EU connection as well, because EU is important to me too.
Yeah, it is pretty amazing, and I really love this. I love this. Love the mist, different colours. That is awesome looking. I can't stop looking at it. It looks like the rainbow.
Right, these are the autumn harvest items. So on this whole entire deck, I have got all of the world event items, and these were donated by Yeo. Bought these out for me. I didn't have time to do a lot of the autumn harvest stuff this year, getting prepared for a lot of projects. And so he so generously gave them to me. Thank you, Yeo. And I love that too. The mist is awesome.
So let's find out more about Kiwi. So, what actually, to start off, actually inspired you to make Rift Dream Dimensions, and what inspires you to carry on doing it?
I do a lot of community work in real life and in just about every game that I've ventured into. But the turning point for me was actually Extra Life 2012. I had such fun running around with the devs and running around with everybody, and this is what I love about Rift is the community and the amount of efforts that go in to that try and get us involved in projects. So when Extra Life happened last year, it just started a kind of thought pattern of I'd really like to do a community project. And then I was in in the beta for when Dimensions came out, and I spent 3 days locked in my Fane's retreat. Didn't do anything else. Didn't sleep. Nothing. And everybody thought I was crazy. So that was the beginning of that addiction.
So you said that with Extra Life you were working with Trine. So since then you've obviously worked with them quite a lot more. What is it like working with the Trine team themselves?
Well, those things fell into place. I've been very fortunate, like running around with them as just being players with them for Extra Life in 2012 was brilliant. But actually working with them for the arena competition that I did mid this year was just a real big highlight. It was a massive project to undertake because I involved a lot of different people for judging and stuff like that. And then Tryon came in and said they'd like to also help with the competition. So it was something that I did, and then they turned around and offered support. So that was a big treat for me because I didn't expect it at all. And on the day for the live stream, in amongst like a lot of chaotic news, it was it was different, and it was a big privilege. And since then, with the Extra Life this year, which was like the big year turnaround, I think, like the full circle that people talk about when they're doing projects, doing an Extra Life with Tryon was a lot of fun, a lot of work, and a lot of fun. And you were there for some of it, so thank you for helping.
Yes, I was there for some of it. So would you say that that first competition, the arena competition, would be your biggest highlight, or would it be something completely different?
The arena competition, yes, would be my biggest highlight. There's a lot of coordination that goes into trying to like please a lot of people that put their heart and souls into everything they build. And this is the difference between Dimensions and a lot of other aspects of the game, everybody puts in time and effort. Dimensions are artwork, and everybody puts their heart and soul into it that build them. So you got to try and like approach things in a way that you can showcase everybody because of the effort they make. And that was the thing I tried my best to do, which isn't easy, especially with 2 regions. And yeah, I tried my best, and hopefully that's what I did. So my highlight in all of that was actually the judges. It was watching people that aren't like full-on Dimensioneers working alongside people that are, and hearing their point of views and what they love about Dimensions, which was a real like learning and eye-opener for me. So I really enjoyed that part, and I guess just watching the whole community light up. But it's hard to say what's my highlight, because every time I see someone speak about Dimensions, or every time I see them like talk about what they're creating and hearing the excitement in their voice, or that sparks me too. So every time I do that, that's also a highlight.
You said that in the Rift beta you just fell in love with the Dimensions. So did you actually fall in love at first sight with Dimensions in the beta, or did it from playing in beta and going to live you fall in love with it even more, or how did that come across?
I'm an artist in real life, so I knew what was going to happen. So I just met it head on. I'm not going to fuss around with what I get addicted to. I have an addictive personality, and I really don't mind. So I just met it head on. I had everything. Ruby Rose was with me in the same guild with me at that time, to be honest. She thought I was crazy, which was funny, because when I saw her again before she came onto the site to watch, she just laughed at me. She's like, I get it, I got it. Every time I build something I think of you, and that time I called you crazy. Now I get it. And so I think for me, when the actual Storm Legion started, because I was prepared beforehand with all my crafting, I'd been on PCS, got all the information, farmed right up until Storm Legion came out, and then I didn't do any of it until March, or February actually, with the Joy of Dimensions competition.
Wow, so that's been everyone. That's been a bit of Kiwi and Kiwi herself, and all about Rift Dream Dimensions. But finally, to seal off this interview, what do you actually look for when you, or what do you look for when to feature in videos of, or that kind of stuff like that?
Seeing the evolvement of Dimensions, and if you jump onto my YouTube channel, you'll see every single video I've done over the year. You'll see, well, it's not actually a year, on February 22nd it'll be a year of Rift Dream Dimensions. So over the months you'll see what I've done. I'm looking for things that are different than that, but I guess it's elevated. Every time there's a build, there's things that get elevated. Morphing's gone to whole new levels. The items that have come out since the beginning have changed. So there's like a caliber that keeps getting reached. But I look for things dependent on world events, dependent on try-on, depending on international holidays. There's a lot of things for me to take into consideration. But at the end of the day, I'm looking for people that morph things that I've never seen and might create inspiration in others. And I try to like get ahead of news that's out there. This is like, for me, like reporting. This is my end game, this website, and I try to like do things that people haven't seen to inspire them. I try to get the personalities of the people that build them too. So I might go from from a sportsman to a full-time mother to a doctor I've had so many different personalities, and I just want people to know that there's something for them to do in Dimensions, and something that they can excel at that tells their personality. So that's probably what I'm looking for most. I'm looking for somebody's story about them within their dimension.
Well, this interview has been really inspiring. I think it's been definitely a really good video to find out all about Kiwi herself, and thank you for taking your time to actually be interviewed yourself instead of being an interviewer to other people.
Right? This is really odd. And thank you. And thank you to Lelena and Emily as well for your continual support. We have a lot more projects coming for RDD. We have a lot more to look forward to now that Trove's come out as well. I'm super excited. Super excited has probably been my catchphrase of the year. So thanks for, hey, you've rolled a character over here as well. So it's nice to have you on NA.
So guys, this has been me, AlfieXX and Kiwi, and the interview of Kiwi Midget, Kiwi Dream, and the whole of Rift Dream Dimensions. Make sure to put this website, Rift Dream Dimensions, as a bookmark, and make sure to like and subscribe this video, and subscribe to the channel to make sure that you also always see the awesome footage that Kiwi brings out. And we'll see you soon for another video.
You're making me laugh. You move more than I do. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Alfie.